Today we're out on the streets to ask Singaporeans how they would feel if they were to encounter certain scenarios at work and what they would do. Let's go! Imagine being questioned, undermined or refused at work because of your race, gender or nationality rather than your ability to do your job. How would that make you feel?
It does puts a cap on someone's ability and their motivation, and that's not something that you would want to work with.
So what would you do if you were in this situation?
It's a very slippery slope. At least with a physical contact, if an onlooker or you caught it on camera, you have some evidence. But what can you say about racial discrimination?
So do you know that healthcare workers may face discrimination based on their appearance, accent or background rather than their professional competence? Some patients or caregivers may reject care or intentionally make things difficult. Beyond hindering the work, this undermines their professionalism, erodes their confidence, affects their well-being while diverting vital time and energy away from caring for the patients in need.
I feel for them that must be very, very rampant, especially where you think that, okay, the patient has the right to do whatever they feel like doing.
They might really have very good skills, but then if they are just judged based on their looks and all that, then it's a bit sad because it's quite unfair.
Very concerning that someone would delay their quality of care just because they don't want to be treated by a specific race or gender.
Imagine someone records you while you're attending to someone without your knowledge or consent and later posts the video online identifying you. How would you feel?
With social media, it's more apparent that you can post whatever you wish online, but that doesn't mean you can abuse it. Personally, if someone were to do that to me, I would feel very confused and hurt.
What would you do if you're in this situation?
I would definitely reach out to the person to ask them, do you have any grievances towards me, and why can't you approach me at that very moment where you were filming me instead of doing it online where things can escalate.
So do you know that this is something healthcare workers really face? In tense moments, they can be recorded without consent, and when clips are posted online, they often show only part of the story. This can lead to unfair judgment, harsh comments, and sometimes even harassment or doxing by the public, leaving them feeling exposed and unsafe at work. This also leaves a lasting impact on them. So what are your thoughts?
I didn't know that doxing was a form of abuse.
I don't think people should judge a person based on one clip.
People post things that are out of context. It can be quite harmful to the person. They might feel like maybe they're not doing a good job even though they already have done so much.
So in healthcare settings, close physical proximity is often unavoidable. However, when healthcare workers' personal boundaries are deliberately crossed, the encounter becomes harassment. Even then, healthcare workers are expected to remain professional and continue providing care, which can limit their ability to react or remove themselves from the situation at the moment. So what are your thoughts hearing all these?
Quite inappropriate. Definitely will be a bit uncomfortable, unfair to them because they cannot speak up.
I feel very angry for the people involved. Even though it's their job, it doesn't warrant people to take advantage of them.
At the end of the day, they're still a human being with feeling. This doesn't mean that they are required to tolerate this kind of abuse.
Could you offer a word to our healthcare workers out there?
It's a tough one, but do know that everyone in society are very, very grateful to the service that you provide.
They're humans too, and they have their own families also, and I think we should treat them like how we want family members to be treated.
So to any healthcare workers watching this, keep going and reach out to anyone if you are feeling distressed.
Whatever you're doing out there is very brave and noble, and it's a job I really respect a lot. Thank you so much to all the healthcare workers. It's not easy, but keep going, and I hope you know that you're appreciated.
The safety and well-being of healthcare workers should not be compromised. No one should ever have to feel unsafe when they are busy carrying out their duties and caring for others. Treat healthcare workers with respect, care, and compassion. There is never an excuse for abuse.